Good afternoon, it's Patti. I'm getting ready to make a soap. It's a goat milk soap, and it's going to be with dragon's blood. Jeez, I tell ya, today has been one of them days, and I'm very clumsy. So I decided to take coconut oil. I had a little bit left in a jar, so I put it in, well, I should say about that much. Put it in the microwave, and yeah, went to get it out and dumped it all over in the microwave. And this morning I just cleaned it, so that was really funny. So I just took a clean rag and then I mopped it up, and then I just slathered my skin with it, so it wasn't that much of a big deal. And can't cry over spilt milk, and even if it's coconut oil, you still can't. Okay, so we're going to do dragon's blood today, out of goat milk, and I don't think I've videotaped this before, so it'll be a little bit of a learning experience. If I still had my goats, of course I would use fresh goat's milk, and what I would do is I would make sure that when I use the water solution the water to make the lye solution, I would deduct water and add the goat milk. But the next best thing, which I really like because different goats produce different milk fats, and so it's kind of a little tricky when you are a soaper because that is a fat and you have to calculate it in. But this is what I use, and it is consistency. So I don't put it in my lye water. In fact, I don't even add or calculate anything different. I take, this is a half a cup, which is 4 ounces, and I put it right in my oils so that it can be really saturated. And today, of course, we're going to use extra virgin olive oil, and that's at a 40%. And then we're going to have coconut oil, tallow, and 10% shea butter. So it is going to be very, very nourishing to the skin. So I had a 2nd cup of coffee. Hopefully I'm not going to be discombobulated, which is my favorite big word. So anyways, let's get this going so it's not going to be very much time. Alright, I got my milk powder in there, and I'm going to give it a buzz. Then I'll add my lye water, and then I'm going to divvy it up. So let's get this pretty saturated in the oil. Makes a beautiful soap. Okay, now I'm going to add a little bit of titanium dioxide. As you know, because of my olive oil, it is pretty green, yellow. So let's mix that up in there before I start with the lye. Well, this is not going to want to cooperate. Okay, well, I forgot to say that when I cleaned up my mess. I'm telling you, this is the stuff to get if you're a soaper. You don't use as much as if you used any other brand, but with the wildlife, you know, they use this to clean up the animals if there was an oil spill in the ocean. And they do give a percentage, so I use that, but it just takes the oil and, you know, gets it together, and it just works so much better. You don't have little oil slicks and stuff, so that's the only one that I use. I guess I could put it out of the way since I don't have very much counter space, but I don't mind working in a small kitchen. Okay, let me get a strainer. And I'm soaping at a cold temp because I'm going to be making some swirls in this soap. So I want to be able to do that and have enough time. This little container. Wiped out. And I have the oil. Here we go again. I guess the coffee didn't do me any good. I have the lye solution for my next project, which will be 20 more cupcakes. So that's already over there cooling. All right. Let's get this going. And I didn't add my fragrance oil yet because I don't want it to move very fast. And we're just getting it up to emulsification, but it looks like, boy, my hands are so slippery. I'm having a hard time with this. This is a new one, so you know what, the heck with you. I'm not messing with you today. So we will set that over there. And let's see. Oh yeah, this is just right at a very, very light trace. So you see how yellow it is? I'm going to be adding more titanium dioxide, but I want to get these things poured. This one has my activated charcoal, which I only need just a little bit. So we're going to get that one going. And I want a pink. And I have a feeling that I probably want a little bit more in there. Let's see. This is a mica, so I added it dry. And I think I'm going to add a little bit more and a little bit more titanium because I do want it a pretty pink or rose, if you will. So let's just add a little bit more. Buzz that, it will get a little bit lighter. And I need my green. And I already mixed it up because it was oxide. It's going to be good. Let's make it a little bit more green. Just gonna put that in there. Alrighty. Put that in there. Alright. Turn down my music so I don't get in trouble. Okay, now we're going to do a little bit of yellow. I don't know why I'm so shaky today. It's probably because I had a migraine yesterday, last night, all night long. And I'm just going to use that green in there. Okay. This is what takes so long, I think. Just getting the colors all mixed up. And do I have any other color? I think I'm done. So, just a little bit of buzz. Okay, this that is what I want. Yay, yay, yay. Get your finger off the trigger, Patti. Okay. Alright, I'm going to just set that over there for a minute. And I'm going to pour just a little bit of my fragrance in there. And push this. Get that green off in there. Now, alright, let's give this a buzz. Like with the bubbles. Let's add a little bit. I've used this fragrance before. It was well behaving, so I'm not too worried about it, but I have so much to mix, so I better be careful. Okay. Got that one. Now let's see. This is the yellow, so I'm going to put a little bit in there. And I think that's the only colors I got left, except for the white, which I should be putting some more titanium in there. Alrighty. Probably hogging the picture here. Alright, let's get the black. And believe it or not, I'm going to add a little bit more. Let me get another spoon. Am I in your way again? Oh, right. That is good enough. Don't want it black, but we do want it. I should take that thing off. It's going to drive me nuts. Okay. Don't do this at home, kids. Rinse that off. Because I'm going to be using my white. And don't do that without, should unplug it. But I got my finger off the trigger. Okay. Alright. Let's stick that down in there. And I'm going to move these. Yeah. Move these over to where we're going to be working. And I'll bring you over there as soon as I get this part done. Can you tell? I'm just not with it today. I used to tell my daddy, of course, our headaches are hereditary, one of the worst kinds. Yep, tried everything. But I used to tell him the next day, usually my headaches last about 8 to 10 hours. My son's probably about 8 hours too. And it just depends on my daughter's. If it's just from stress or because of the weather. But I used to tell him, Daddy, I got a hangover. And he says, you mean an overhang. And he said, you mean a hangover? And I said, no, because I wasn't drinking. And of course, I was real little then. And he'd just laugh and remind me of it all the time when I was an adult. But anyway. Alright, I don't think. Let me see if I can put just a little bit more. Or on well water, so I don't really worry about when I'm soaping if it's distilled. And yes, I do use rainwater. So if I can catch it in time. Alright. Believe it or not, the titanium dioxide that I use thins it. Thins my soap down. It's still really fluid. So I'm going to give this one a buzz, because I didn't with my the fragrance. Lots of bubbles because it's a very sweet. Alright, I tell you what, I'm going to pause you and I'm going to clean up my mess, and I have plenty of time to work with this. If it was a fast-moving fragrance, I would be in serious trouble. So, thank you, Lord, for giving me a break. I shook my headache. Now I gotta get a new glove. Alright, I'll pause you. Okay, we're back over here in my fancy dancy apron, which is a towel. Yes, I'm telling you, getting low on everything. But, alright. This is the base, and so I'm going to pour probably halfway. I should move that over there so I don't make a mess. I think that's what's thrown me, is my mess this morning. Okay. This one, just a little bit. Okay, now I think I'm going to start with the yellow. It's like a mustard yellow. Very, very pretty. Let's go. And then I'm going to do my green. Get that down. But I'm only going to pour half of this green because I am going to lighten it up. So I have two different types of green in there. So, and I'm just going to lighten it up with a little bit of my whiter soap. Yes, this fragrance is very well behaving. Alright, here's our pink rose. And you see how I go up high. Because I want it to go down to the bottom too. And then I don't scrape that because I'm going to put that on top. So now we have the black. And again, up high. And I'm going to have to put just a little bit more, I think, in there. But I want that for the top too. Boy, what a mess she's making again. And again, I hope everyone in Louisiana and Texas, down Houston way, is surviving. Just, it's so sad. Okay. Now, I'm going to take this and bring it up. Okay, now, time for the swirl. Try to get the air bubbles, but it's pretty well fluent. So what am I going to use? Oh, my favorite handy dandy, but I use this one. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go this way. Then I'm going to go that way. Oops. Silly girl. Okay. I am making a mess again. Oh, I don't like it when it looks like that. But it's okay. So now I'm going to spoon my base, try to, right on top. I hope you can see this all right. See, it stayed pretty fluid, which is just perfect for making swirls. And this time I am not going to put this in the oven. I usually, people have asked before, once upon a time, a long time ago, I would cover them suckers up and insulate and all that, just really wanting to get that heat in there to make a brighter color. But when you're using milk soaps, you don't want that heat because it will heat up real fast. You don't want that heat. So I will spray the top with rubbing alcohol, and then I will just let it sit out. In the winter time when I make milk soaps, which might be just a little bit more percentage of, I'd probably put in about a cup instead of just half a cup if I was making this. And then I'd stick it outside, wrap it in plastic, stick it outside in the snowbanks. And that really did good. And so this time I will just have it sitting out, and let's get this going here. Okay, what I'm going to do is kind of hoping that doesn't go to the side. I think that would be enough. Use all the rest of my soap up, making a line. I know it just looks strange, don't it? I'm going to put very much more on there because it looks like, if I wanted a high top, which is very hard to ship and it's awful hard to, I don't know, store, package, but once in a while I'll do that. Then I would let this, oh, it must be my husband. Okay. I send him up, I'll call you back. I'm working. He always says on the street corner, but when I was doing the marketplace, I literally was on the street corner, so yeah. Okay, just a little bit. But anyways, getting back to it, if you wanted a high top, you would save this part and you'd wait until this got a little bit thicker.
Oh.
And, hi Danny.
Mom needs the computer.
The what?
The computer.
Oh, you know where it's at, right? Do ya?
Yeah.
Okay, did you have a good day at school?
Yeah.
Good. That was my grandson. Alright, I forgot what I was saying. Okay, then you would fluff up the top. Bye.
Bye.
Okay, I think that's enough on that side. Maybe I could do just a little bit. Alright. Let me get this stuff out of the way. Put that up there and wipe it out. Now the fun part. Let's see if I can get this a little bit better cleaned up though. Alright. I take this side this time, and then I just stick it in. Look at me shape. And then I just do like an S or an 8 if you want. Just down the top. Then I just go down the middle. And it's done. Now we'll do the other side. The same design, but I don't think I put as many colors in it. I'll show you in just a second. Making the white tea goats melt about the same colors, and so the lady wanted this in the goat's milk and the colors, but wanted it scented in dragon's blood, which is a beautiful, beautiful fragrance. I think I have a video or something that I talked about before on that. Alrighty.
Please leave a message after the tone.
Anyways, so this is what it looked like. I got it wrapped, but you see it has the same colors in, but very light. And this is going to be just a little bit darker. I think because of the dragon's blood, I think it should be a little bit more colorful. So there you have it. This goat's milk soap, and scented in dragon's blood, and I hope that you enjoyed it. I am just having a tough day. Everyone be blessed. Pray for the ones down in Houston and Louisiana, and I will talk at you later. Goodbye.